Good evening. Um, uh, Merry Christmas. Yeah. So I've been told today is actually not the actual birthday of Lord Jesus Christ, but since the Roman Emperor has dictated it to be so, then uh, on the third day after winter solstice. That means after 3 days after winter solstice, where the night becomes the longest, the star starts to go back upwards. Okay, means the sun, the degree of which the sun sets is not not sets. That means in its highest point, it's uh, not so not so low. The sun starts to become higher again. And so it was apparently a pagan festival of giving. And so today let's rejoice that many people who are doing giving many worldly gifts to each other. And also we have to reflect and think about the negative karma of those farmers and the beings who really just think about profiteering and making money out of profiteering and making money out of the lives of other beings. Now it may seem that we don't seem to be that involved in the profiteering on the lives of other beings. But if we truly start to become more aware of our own action of body, speech and mind, we inevitably are really quite we are not that angelic or scot-free. That's why in karma, in this samsaric world, even if we think that we are not that, we didn't break any vows, or we didn't this, we didn't that, but we have benefited from the actions of others. Whether the actions of others may be negative, but we may have benefited from it. So let's do two case studies. The first case study would be us eating, enjoying the festivities and eating meats and eating fish, and also Chinese New Year coming. Now they already, a few months ago they started harvesting and killing off in summer all the sea cucumber and all those things. They started dry them, and so many other different kind of sea creatures. Abalone, because when it's shucked out from the shell, has that bump, and so therefore, being reborn as a abalone, then somehow you are you're worth more because of your looks. And so other people harvest and other people do, and so we work, we get money, we pay, we enjoy, and then seems like we are not involved. Seriously speaking, are we really not that involved? Similarly, when it comes to going against the guru's instructions, that's what my guru said. It left a very deep imprint in my mind, because my guru said that similarly, when it comes to following the guru's instructions, many people just think that, doesn't matter. Some say this, some say that. I just don't find out, don't ask, or even if I know, I just don't follow. Case study being, this is the supposed way to do things. Okay. Instruction is, do it like that. Maybe don't eat in this place, don't sleep in this area, Okay? Yeah, there's a certain rules in the temples or the monasteries. Like, in the temples and monasteries, rules are actually don't eat in the bedroom. Alright? Don't eat in the bedroom and don't sleep in the halls. What is the reason? Right? But many people just say, oh, one time nobody see, two time nobody say, then don't eat in the bedroom, but it's nice, it's comfortable, it's warm, has that nice feeling. Or I take this temple, bring food bring a tiffin from the eating area, the canteen, and then go back to the room to eat. No need to eat with this person, no need to eat with that person, or no need to do, no need to see this person. Or no. It's all kind of justification we have. What happens is then, when you got this kind of thinking, when you break the rules, you are the one responsible for creating or leading all the other beings to hell. Okay? That all the other beings will see and say, hey, you can, I also can. You do, I also do. Since they know, they say, but after a while, then maybe do or don't do, or this or that. Whether, for example, there are some people just like to go to the temple main hall to sleep, There are people who do that. They like to go there and sleep. Why? Because it's very peaceful, very quiet. Right? And the rule is, don't sleep in the main hall. Main hall is for practice, teaching, meditation. Right? So don't sleep in the main hall. So respect for self and others. Equally so, don't eat in the rooms. Also, is a respecting for self and respecting for others. Why? Because if you eat in the room, it's the place where one rests. And then you're going to have a food smell. And then you are inviting spirits and ghosts to come. Similarly, this is actually not just a rule for temples. Actually, it's the same rule for your own house. Don't bring food into your own bedroom to eat. Just water is okay. But if you bring food, you realize you get lung easily. If you eat in the room, okay, which includes bringing of candy and potato chips and all that thing, Yeah. You get mental disturbances very easily. Yeah. This is my experience. You can try. Somebody that you don't like, you put food in the room, put in a plate, put there, and see what happens. Don't do it on yourself because the thing will come and disturb you, right? Actually, what is who comes and disturb? They didn't come disturb you. When you put something there, is it free for all? Is it free for all? Right? Similarly, because it's placed down there, there's free food. The human don't take in the middle of the night, somebody else come and eat. Right? For example, if a cockroach comes to this place, what energy does a cockroach bring? What energy does a cockroach bring? Don't know. Lower energies. Right? These beings from the lower realms. Similarly, if some spirits come, the spirits even lower energy than the insects. So what happens? We say 3 days to learn to be bad, 3 years to learn to be good. To cultivate discipline. Okay? So, it is a fact. Certain things is not a matter of doing for the sake of following instructions. There is no purpose of following instructions to show any power. Right? There is no purpose. The purpose is you must understand why certain things are not done. why certain things are not done. Right? And then you will learn. And then you will learn. If not, somebody for the sake of just thinking of their own just thinking for own convenience, own happiness, right? And you know, should try, okay, to advise. Should try to advise. Alright? And so this is important. Then this is called support. Why this is so? Why is this so? Because if Buddha wanted that everybody to have a direct guru-disciple relationship, then there is no purpose for the sake of saving all sentient beings. That everybody should be on the Arhat path. Just practice for their own freedom, for their own liberation. There is no even bodhicitta. Don't talk about wanting to become Buddha. We just think about our own convenience, our own freedom. Truly, there's nothing very bodhisattva about it. Nothing very much about a bodhisattva vehicle about it. Okay? So this is the important aspect that we must understand. When we say Mahayana, when we say bodhisattva, it means all sentient beings. When we say all sentient beings, then we need to be sensitive towards other beings. Right? Sensitive to other beings. One very good example would be going to a place where there's a congregation of many different types of people. And then you try to do something funny and see what happens to you. Okay? Yeah. So if you do something funny and then you upset the people, some of the people will be very upset, will come after you. The rest will be onlookers, some want to join in the fun, some want to see the excitement, the many different kinds of reaction that will come in. So when we say, I take on the responsibility, I want to become a Buddha for the sake of all sentient beings, then one's mindfulness and awareness should be focused upon for the benefit for other beings. And not so much for one's own personal name, personal gain, fame, honor, wealth. So all these kind of things, they are nice for now. They are nice for now. For example, tonight is Christmas Day. We just think how many people in America it's daytime, right? How many people in the name of Christmas done much harm to other beings? We just think. Similarly, one New Year celebration, one Chinese New Year celebration, we think in the name of this celebration, how much harm has been caused upon other sentient beings. So then this becomes a cause for us to think, to reflect. Is this necessary? Is this a want or a need? Is it just because of carry on culture or carrying on tradition? Certain tradition and certain culture, does it necessarily mean it is correct? Okay? If you say all cultures and tradition are correct, ancient culture and tradition is correct, then it is mistaken, because ancient culture and tradition, many of you have been slaves. Your woman will not be entitled to education. Men will only be able to work according to your caste in your society. Not just the Indians having caste system. Chinese also have caste system. Right? Asians too also have a caste system, but not well known. not well known, not well discussed. Right? And so, from here, we must understand to be free. To be free means education. And to be truly free means practical application. Having education, knowing how to chant mantras, knowing how to do pujas, knowing how to do the rituals, knowing many sutras, knowing a lot of knowledge can cause somebody to become, can make someone become famous, honorable. Can make but also make somebody become a failure on the path of practice. What is this real practice? This real practice is the practical application. First thing is eating what you have cooked. Eating what you have cooked. Okay? Or reaping what you have sown. There's no two ways about it. No two ways about it. If somebody likes to just hide in a corner, or just some people just like to hide in corner. Some people just have a mental depression or frustration and this and that, and then they just want to choose to decide to do whatever they want, and they want to do this and that. If you let them be, they are actually very nice people. Okay? But the matter of fact then is similar to us all. If I let all of you be, all of you are actually very comfortable on your own ground. You're comfortable to do whatever you just want or like to do. Correct? Right? But if I ask you to do something, then maybe you don't like. You don't want. You don't like. You even if you agree, you don't want to agree. Okay? Yeah. Our mind is so used to being rebellious. Our minds, everybody's mind is rebellious. It's not just somebody saying, oh, Rinpoche is talking about me, or he knows I'm rebellious. Everybody is rebellious. Rebellious nature comes from our ego of not being heard or respected. So how do you know whether a person will grow up rebellious? You want to know? Okay? How many of you feel you are very rebellious? So you raise your hand first. Come. Then you look at each other. Huh? Look at each other. You okay? Okay, now put down. Now let's think about it now. You rewind back to the age of when you were 9 years old. Did you talk a lot and many people scolded you? Okay, rewind. Those people who are rebellious, put up your hand again. Did you talk a lot or want to say many things, but everybody just put you down and ask you to shut up? Huh? Okay? So this is my observation. Okay? Don't tell children to shut up. Be strict with children. Be stern with children. But listen to them. Okay? Like a garden. A garden. If you don't tend to a garden, what happens? Becomes a jungle, right? Similarly, this is our mind. If we don't attend to our mind becomes wild. That's why we need to cultivate every day. The main thing is, if it's done every day, it is of so much less effort. If we think now, today I've done this, I've got this meditation stage, concentration stage. After that, what happens? Okay, I reached that state already, I can rest. Few months, meditate one time. Then you have an expectation, immediately I can become like that again. Can you? Can? You can, but it will not be immediate. Okay? Yeah, if it's every day, if you are pruning the grass every day, you are doing weeding something, once or twice a week. I feel not so difficult to manage the garden. You understand? What you plant, what you sow, will be what you reap in the garden, your garden. This garden is your mandala. You make mandala offering. This is your inner space. Okay? Your inner space, your inner world. We like this big Sanskrit names, mandala. Okay? Yeah. Your own inner space, your own inner world. From multiple lifetimes from before, we collected a lot of seeds of weeds, Yeah. Just like we think we have, like Kota Tinggi, remove all the weeds. After 2 weeks, booms. All the things that you have not even seen before, they grow faster than whatever you have sown. Right? You plant something there, the thing that you plant don't grow so well. But everything that you did not plant grows faster and very strong. This is nature of samsara. What we want, very slow. What we don't want and don't pay attention comes, wow, unbelievable speed. Okay? So, then what to do? What to do? You want control? Control, then your mind becomes square. Okay? If you drop a bomb, everything dies. What you sow also die. What you have sown also die. What was there before also die. Everything die. You die, I die, he die, everybody die. Okay? So, main thing is, we need to understand, in the beginning part, beginning practitioners, we must cultivate, we must cultivate patience and discipline. Okay? We must. If you don't, you want to be like the great masters who can sit to be at ease in the high rocky mountains. Everything grows. Let whatever that grows to grow. Because that master has, the preliminary of the great master. He has not, what he has done to the land? You want me to tell you? Okay? He has tilled the land, remove all rocks, remove all stones, remove all chips. It becomes only fine, good quality soil. He mixed whatever is above and below. He watered them. He sown so many medicinal seeds, okay, at the same time, which he knows by understanding when this thing will sprout. Some plants take a long time to sprout and grow. Some take very quick time to sprout and grow. Okay? So when the one that harvest comes very quickly, like maybe pumpkin and everything that comes very, very quickly, quick grow, quick sowing, quick harvest. Some are medicinal trees, take years. So they can grow together side by side, no problem. Okay? And also maybe he would have a bit extreme, like the Japanese would have sifted the soil. You know, Japanese farmers, you know why their turnips, reddish, perfect shape, every them. You realize? You go Serangoon Road, the radish from India and the radish from China, all different shape one. Now here there's a bump and there's a it turn, twist and turn, this and that. Why? Because the Japanese farmers literally remove everything from the farmland. Okay? And they use the net, there's a metal sieve, and they sieve the soil. Okay? That everything that is there is of the same size, same quality, same type, and same smell, same taste of the soil. Have you tasted soil? Soil? Yeah. Soil, good soil has nice smell. You know, bad soil smells very bad. Okay? So smelling, tasting, feeling, observing, touching, and everything, you know. Very much like if you go to nice beach. The sand on the beach all same. Right? So if you go to a good Japanese farm, all the soil, everything all same. Okay? So the great masters have already done that. The preliminaries were performed, were done. So then there is a time of rest, harvest, studying the mind and to become aware. They can cultivate awareness by sitting there and watching it grow. And don't do anything about it because he knows that, you know, certain trees take long time to grow, certain plants take a very quick time to grow and quick time to harvest. So you can sit there and enjoy every single moment, moment by moment. Okay? So therefore, beginning, if we practice, we must follow the rules. You don't understand the rules, always ask. Rather than being so hard up about, this is the rule, you must follow the rule. Just follow the rule, don't care. How to make everybody just follow the rule and don't care? You drop bombs. Okay? Either you drop bombs or you have to be very patient. Very, very patient. But beings are generally, okay, very abusive to kind people. Like children are very abusive to the mother. Right? All children like to take advantage of the mother. Take advantage of whoever is kind to them. True? Huh? Hello? Not true. Whoever is kind to them, bully. Correct? Bully. You won't say anything, don't worry. Will give me face. This and that. Just bully. After a while, it becomes bullying. Just like today, the Dharma teachers were having a meeting. And then they were talking about bullying in school. And that children at a young age, they're beginning to bully, and then they were beginning to have a cyberbullying. Even children as young at the age of 6 or 7, they start bullying each other by calling each other names. And after a while, then I just said one thing. I said, so do you want to create a society where nobody bullies? I said, that is not reality. That is not a reality. Right? Humans, if they do not learn and cultivate culture or Dharma, they're no different from animals. No different from animals. And what happens to, what do animals do? Animals bully each other to submission. Do you know that? To have their own social standing. Animals have, who is the alpha male in this tribe? There's who is the alpha monkey? Who is the alpha lion, alpha tiger? This and that. So everybody would want to bully. Everybody want to show power. And those that And those that really want to show power and they both don't want to give face to each other, then let them fight it out. Whoever loses will give face to the other one. This is the nature of animal kingdom. Samsaric in nature. Humans who don't practice Dharma are exactly the same. Don't say, I do one time, do time. People don't say. That's the thing about humans, like this. Everybody actually is okay. Then somebody wants to test water. Say something nasty. Do something out of the ordinary. And then after that, the coast is clear. Nobody says anything. Then continue. Do a bit more. Coast is still clear. Nothing happens. Actually, everybody looking at you. Everybody observing, because you are the one that is sticking out. Whether you're sore thumb or not, or you're the hero or heroine, I don't know. Okay? Yeah. It's all in your motivation. Correct or not? Some people say, oh, everybody don't know, everybody is not sure, everybody is ignorant, so maybe I want to be the hero or heroine to challenge, to try to make better change of society. If you really have that, then okay, good motivation, then make sure you are a civil engineer. Yeah. That whatever you're doing is for the civil rights, not for your own personal rights. Okay? Yeah. Civil and personal, big difference. For the benefit for others is civil. Right? For the benefit of self is personal. Corruption equates to corruption. Right? So people do looking at you, looking at you, then what happens? What happens? Nobody says, that person will become bigger and bigger, and then starts to. Since nobody says, and this person dare to say, he or she will claim to be the leader of this whole tribe or this whole country. Correct? Hello? You had too much roast turkey, is it? Or honey baked ham? Yeah. Ate too much. And so, it's important that we really have to think and feel and to be aware. What am I doing this for? Is it for personal benefit or for benefit of others? So basically, civil rights or for personal corruption purpose. In the name for the benefit for others, using that to personally gain extra leeway for many things that other people don't get. Okay? My guru told me one thing, He made me promise him one thing. I wish you all can remember and promise me the same thing. You want to know? My guru made me promise. My guru made me promise him that whatever rule that I give, make sure you are also same rule. Not the rule is for other people, but you don't need to follow the rules. Make sense? Is it fair? Right? Yeah. This is very important. Very important. Okay? So I hope that in this practice of Dharma, what is the most important when we say for all sentient beings, for all the other beings? Where other people are suffering, we do pujas, we do this, we do that, to alleviate the suffering for other beings. Then don't do one thing and say one thing and do another. Outwardly seems to be doing something very great, like a bodhisattva or a great person to benefit other beings. Inwardly, actually, corruption. Inwardly is corruption. Only self-benefit. Only other people follow, but I get special treatment. No need. We don't need like this. Okay? But right now, society and world is like this. Many people are like this. Many people are. So therefore, there is, if you agree to that, if you do that, you are agreeing to that. If you do that, you agree to that, you are creating the cause for the future, your own future, to be amongst or to be born within, in places where there is always conflict. Some people are born in a family of great harmony. Some people born in family are always fighting. Right? Why? Not because you chose to, but karmically, because we are the type that like to fight. Okay? Then next life you'll be reborn on, will be amongst people that will like to fight. For somebody, for example, somebody who enjoys fighting, will he end up fighting with everybody else? Will he end up fighting everybody else? Fair, because since he enjoy, he goes somewhere, he will always pick up a fight with somebody else, or be in an area where everybody likes to pick up a fight with somebody else. Or the energy will cause that person to always go to those places where everybody likes to go and fight. Everybody who goes there like to fight. Everybody who, normal person who don't take drugs won't like to go to a place where everybody is peddling drugs, right? There is naturally you feel repulsion. Naturally. Okay? Yeah. Naturally, if you don't like to kill animals, you won't work in an abattoir, right? Right? You won't work as a butcher to kill animals. Correct? Right? And so, we have to think about it. Why I end up like that? Why am I like that? We think that is why in the in the Lamrim, in the many texts, the great masters always say, even my gurus always say, whatever happens, whether it's our fault or not, we must train to think that our fault. We train to think that our fault. Not that because we are lousy, because we need to look beyond this life. Look the life before this life. And look at what created this. Okay? Yeah. And then even if we did not create the cause, let's say in the short term, I did not tell lie. Why did people say I tell lie? Okay? So, but I did not tell lie. My classmates say I told a lie. And everybody believed. And so you get very upset, you want to go and fight. You get very upset, you scold and quarrel everybody. But the reality is, do such things happen? Do such things happen to you? You didn't tell a lie, you didn't do this thing, but other people say you did. What do? Practically, as a Buddhist, what do? What should you do? You don't know, right? So now I give you, this is discussion point. Break up in groups. Okay? Now this is very important. I want to listen to you. What you did not do this. Somebody else say you did. What should you do? Okay? Let's have 15 minutes and then have this as a discussion. Thank you. Okay. Please, group representatives, stand up. Ladies first then. Miss Flower Pants. You have a blue Christmas, huh?
I like blue.
You like blue?
Yeah.
But don't feel blue, okay?
Okay. Good evening, Lama. Good evening, Sangyumla. Good evening, Sangyumla.
Okay, cut the crap.
Hi, everyone. Merry Christmas. My group consists of April, Janice.
Okay. You better just. I don't need to know that. I just want to know. Somebody say you did something that you didn't do.
Okay.
Your integrity is challenged and becomes questionable.
Okay.
Has that ever happened to anyone of? Has that ever not happened to any one of you? I think it happens to everybody, isn't it? Huh? Okay then.
Okay, so some say, don't care, doesn't matter if our integrity is being questioned and we are being malign. And then
Malign.
some say, okay, it's my karma from past life. Some say we must stand up for ourselves and investigate, but it depends on the situation. And then some say try to explain, but if other people refuse to listen, then let it be. And then some also say 真相大白, the truth will be revealed by itself over time. So don't need to bother to justify. Yeah, and some also say just react accordingly to the situation. If someone say you kill someone, of course you must go and investigate and get yourself a lawyer. So yeah, if somebody say that you steal potato chips and stuff, those small things, right? Never mind, don't bother. Yeah, so basically that's it. Thank you. Huh? What? Oh, the most important one is a mind transformation. When someone met with the situation when she was being maligned, so she practiced mind transformation by checking her mind. That's what she said. Yeah. Thank you.
Super shortcut, right?
Okay, good evening everyone. Our discussion is something quite similar to Valerie, but to top it up, what happened is that we will take a step back to look at the situation first, and it depends on the situation. If we think that we should explain it, like for example, if it happens in a family, then we will explain it, and if the person chooses not to believe, then we'll just let it go because silence is gold. One of our groupmates said that. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, Rinpoche and everyone. Hi. My group has discussed upon this with these points. So, firstly, don't react. If you're not saying something that is untrue, then time will just reveal itself. And then some people say that it depends on the circumstance. If it is a small matter, then you just let it be. And if it is important, you try to trash it out with facts and clarity. And we should try to deal with this in a more mature manner. Only children cry. And
That's not true. Only children cry.
like you feel upset about it.
Feel upset, but crying and upset is totally. You are putting a label upon a subject and the object. What? There are many different reasons to cry. Some people cry out of happiness. Some people cry out of sadness. Some people cry out of depression. Some people cry because they are broken. So who said that?
No, I think this man childish. Not child. Sorry. Okay, then next point. So someone also said that one should also try to understand what are these people's motivation. If this person is out to just trying to stir shit, huh? Okay. Then if you want to if that's all you want to explain, but they are still trying to do that, then there's nothing more you can do already. And if everyone, the majority agrees with this person, then the individual has to reflect on why these people are saying such things about them. Him, her, yeah, okay. So, okay, then another person says, ask oneself, is it cause of previous action? Something that they has planted in his previous life that caused her to be like that, to be accused by so many people. And then someone also said that they should chant Rajasattva mantra. And then lastly, ignore them, but we may feel upset. So maybe we hold a grudge sometime, then over time we forget. Okay, so that's all. Thank you.
Good evening, Rinpoche. We are a group of 8 over there. I will try to summarize our response to the question. So when something like this happens, we think that it's actually not very practical to actually ignore it, because sometimes people accuse you of stealing, or people accuse you of not doing something in your job. It can actually cause ourselves harm. So actually, okay. So our response is maybe we should calm down and try to think of how to respond to the situation, how to talk to people properly. Maybe if we are aware that we are in anger and the other party is angry, maybe we should have some time to cool down first. Then we think of how to respond. Then we go and clarify with the person why, and try to find from the communication, try to find out why did the person make such an accusation. And if needed, if the situation if we need to admit the mistake first, maybe we can admit the mistake and try to communicate and find out why did the person think that I did that thing that I didn't do. Okay, and maybe to look, if this is a recurring problem, like this always happen in the same place with the same people, or maybe different places but the same situation always arise, maybe we should look beyond the issue and reflect what caused people to have the impression that I will commit the mistake. Like, let's say I always get accused of something that like maybe there's something not done, and people will accuse, oh, Wai Fong didn't do, Wai Fong forgot to do this again. So maybe I should reflect in day-to-day communication, day-to-day life, am I always forgetful? Then people have the impression that, oh, Wai Fong is forgetful. So this time, oh, this thing not done must be Wai Fong, wow, that every time forget one. So maybe we should reflect and reflect why is the problem recurring, and also maybe sometimes it has to do with the differences of people in the environment. Like that, let's say in the workplace, many people have different style of working. Some people, they like to get it done very fast. Some people, they will take the time and try to refine things. So maybe different style of working can cause conflicts like this. And also the level of acceptance, level of acceptance of differences in the workplace or in that environment. So we have to think about all this and reflect. That is about it. Thank you, Rinpoche.
Good evening, everyone. So our group discussed that maybe we should just ignore the accusation and then maybe stand up and just walk away with a smile, and dedicate prayer to the other party and thank the person also maybe for teaching you how to be patient and deal with the situation. And also cool down and analyze the picture, and maybe also can get a third party to help you solve the problem, and ask yourself and recall why this happened, and maybe find a better solution to resolve this issue. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, Rinpoche, Sanghalam, Dharma brothers and sisters. I'm Hao Rong. I'm representing 11 of them in my groups. First, workflow. First thing, we'll do a reflection and evaluate the situation. Okay, this is from 11 of us. We agreed to it. So basically, it's, depending on the situation, if it's
Is it the group where all the uncles are?
we have young one too. And 11 of you, maybe you can put up your hand. Rinpoche can take a look quickly.
I don't know, it's okay.
Okay, yeah. So
I better don't look at the faces.
thank you, Rinpoche. So basically,
I just remember your face.
thank you. So depend the level of seriousness. If it's minute, these are the course of action agreed by a few of us. Do nothing, let the gossip die out itself. Accept, acknowledge the situation. I think that's it. If it's serious in a sense, it affects our family, affect other people. We will clarify the situation.
What if people don't want to clarify?
Okay, the next
So
course.
many, just look at your answers. You are assuming that just by you wanting to go talk to people, people want to listen, and people want to talk to you. Let's say I accuse you, and then you say I accuse you, and you want to come and talk to me. I got no mood to talk to you. Because in my mind, I already feel that you have done this. Or you have already felt that I have done this, correct? You don't want to talk. So what's this? This nonsense. Carry on.
The other course of action will be we'll investigate, find the source of the issue, and then
What's the point of investigating? All this is hot air.
So with that, I end my presentation. Accept and acknowledge. So Henry was saying that even if it's serious, he will accept and acknowledge and do compensation if it's necessary.
Do compensation.
Even if it's necessary. And acknowledge even if it's not true. So that's his point in our group.
That's his point. Actually, okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So after some discussion, our group has basically narrowed down the responses to two broad categories. First, there is the very practical one, where you meditate, or you recite Mika prayer, or you, Mervyn say, put up prayer flags around the area. But seriously, we realized that there are very different ways of dealing with the situation. First, maybe do some self-reflection. Maybe we gave the impression to the person that, we are like that, or we did this, or like that, something like that. But also, if the situation is very, let's say the person is very aggressive, and he just wants to vent out his anger, that really there's no choice. You cannot do anything, especially if the person is of a higher authority than you, like your boss, There really is no chance for you to explain. So you let the person calm down, and you yourself calm down.
But maybe you are the one that they have the obscuration, not your boss.
Maybe.
I'm saying this because usually I'm the one getting upset with my students. So is it the guru's fault or the student's fault? No, what? Maybe it's my fault. Right? It may be my fault. Maybe I'm obscured. Okay, carry on.
Okay, where was I? Also, let's say, really, if you have no choice, then you have to let the person calm down, and then maybe perhaps you can explain yourself after the whole thing is over, and act like nothing happened, and the situation will just resolve itself. The truth will come to light eventually that it really is not your fault.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. We have the standard answer of accept the blame and do nothing and wait for things to happen, wait for the truth to come out. But
Wait for retribution, is it?
something like that. Then, then we have the to add on, we have this look at the motivation, examine the motivation of the person. Because whether to explain or not to explain really depends on whether the fellow want to, what the fellow wants at the end of the day. Because,
Maybe you explain that fella still want to harp on it.
Yeah, so because of that, then maybe we don't explain. Of course, the next one is we examine the consequence. We examine the consequences, whether by explaining it causes more harm to people, or by not explaining and accepting it, actually it brings peace to the entire thing. So that is what we have. So yeah, that sums up everything. Oh yeah. One more thing is compassion. We have to show compassion to the person who slandered us. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Rinpoche.
So, you want to hear my answer? I have no good answers too. I'm the one, I actually know that I'm the one that always gets slandered. It's true. You know, if I do this way, 99 other ways. People think 99 other ways why I didn't do in 99 other ways. So there's no perfect way. Number one, first of all, in my own personal experience, my own personal practice, every time I hear of such things, I just tell myself, these are the points of reflection on the nature of samsara. Okay? The only way is to accept that this is the nature of samsara. If you do not accept this as the nature of samsara, what happens? This thing happens. You are always looking out for justice, for revenge, to clear your name, to get back what is right for you. Correct? To redeem yourself, your name, fame, honor. Okay? Then it will only lead to more deeper and deeper suffering. Supposedly you are a very beautiful and bright mirror. And then somebody accuses you of something. What happens when two mirrors clash? Supposedly you are silver mirror, pure silver. What happens when they clash? Scratches. Okay? The purpose of the mirror is to reflect. Similarly, the purpose of our own mind is to see beyond activities to know the true nature of samsara. What is samsara? Means without freedom. Without freedom from all kinds of suffering, and without freedom from cycle of birth and death. So this is something very important. Point number 2, next point, I personally grow bigger than the thing. Some people want to explain, some want to this, want to ask that person, come on, talk, third party. It doesn't work. I've seen so many. The more you try to say, the worse it becomes. Next one is, some people say, oh, that is all my fault. Right? You can do that. Sooner or later you get cancer and you die. Why? Because everything bottled up inside. Some say hang prayer flags. Okay, it's a good idea. You can try. You can try. Others, they talk about doing prayers, doing Vajrasattva prayers. That is becomes a purification only for yourself. And some I heard they say that, are these other people's mouth? You cannot control other people's mouth. You have to do the mind training. It's your own mind. So it's your own mind. So you have to do mind training. Oh, then is of course very good. But then when this situation come every time you do mind training, you're not tired. Then some do puja something for the other people, isn't it? Somebody said that, is it? No? Oh, nobody said that. Oh. When somebody malign you, when you do mantras and everything, you must sit your enemy right in front of you. You forgot. If your guru is here and you are sitting there, your enemy see in right, you see your enemy's back. And then you do the confession prayers and this and that. So your enemy, the people that you don't like, you always see their back. You don't see their face. Okay, let them go first. Let them go first. Then you do the prayers and you do the dedication. Right? You do whatever your prayers, your prostration, your prayers, your sadhana, your mantras, your chanting, your visualization is your enemy or whoever causing you harm is in front of you with their back facing you. Right? So grow bigger than the problem. This thing will continue on and on and on. Somebody don't like you or jealous, they will say things that even if it did not exist, they will say until it is very juicy. Correct or not? You cannot stop that. It will never stop. Even somebody was slander, people slandered the Buddha, slandered His Holiness Dalai Lama, slander Karmapa, slander everybody. Everybody like to slander everybody. Can you stop? Does it mean that if every day you're so worried about explaining, so worried about this and that, then how? Okay? The main thing is ourselves, our own side. We need to listen and then do one thing. Actions speak louder than words. If somebody say you break precept, somebody say you break the rule, somebody say you do something you didn't do, then you need to actions speak louder than words. And the next thing, most important thing is stop thinking of one day that the problem will disappear. The moment you think that you wish this problem don't exist, this problem will forever haunt you. Haunt you way after the day you die. After you die, they become real for you. Stop thinking that this problem, you want to pray that the problem goes away. The problem never goes away. Problems do not go away. Because problem itself was your label. It was your label. Okay? How can you stop all humanity from eating meat? Some people say that is a problem, to others say it is an enjoyment. So, we have to, number one, you see, how we get the living example from the Buddhas and the Gurus and the Bodhisattvas is that they attained enlightenment, had the great deep realizations and awakening without being bogged down by all this. We have to grow bigger and rise above the situation. These things will continue to exist. Then when we have this deep sense of inner peace, okay, of this freedom, of this liberation, then, somehow nobody will believe these kind of things. You know, we are always so worried about what will other people think, what will other people say, what will other people feel, what will other people this and that. You understand what I'm saying? Right? So if you really want to have a happy and meaningful life, choose to be happy. Make your life meaningful. Okay? Stop thinking that you want everything to be perfect, because nothing is going to be perfect. Alright? That's why I once put on Facebook, I said, relax. Nothing is under control. Correct? Did I say that? You know, I just that I don't know how to do PowerPoint slides. You know, I want to make some very wonderful things, you know. Yeah. I really like that. Relax. Nothing is under control. You see, the main thing now is everybody's relaxes. Everything is under control. Right? What's there to be under control? You control everything, one tsunami come, boom. Control everything, lightning strike you, boom. If you're fortunate, don't die. You're unfortunate, then you become roast turkey. Right? Then you get heart attack, you get this, you get that. So nothing is under control. We need to develop spiritually, to be spiritually matured, to accept that these things happen, to accept that sentient beings are of different modes, different codes of conduct, different karmic capability, different karmic backgrounds. That's why you are born with a different looks, different hair, different skin, different ideology, different concepts. You know? So what is the whole thing? Why did Buddha manifest being in a meditation mode? Why Buddha didn't, you understand? Why did the gurus always show to be sitting in a meditation mode? Because meditation is truly the one that brings us to the depths of the vastness of our minds. When I say mirror, what you see in the mirror? What do you see in the mirror? Reflection of everything else, isn't it? Huh? You may be so caught up in polishing or cleaning the mirror, making it clean and shiny and dustless, so that you can see everything clearly, but you have forgotten the nature of the mirror. Which most of us forgot the freaking nature of the mirror. We are so caught up with husbands or wives or partners, which are like a piece of furniture of the reflection, or the things of your work, of your children, of your spouse, of your partner, of your lover, of your hairstyle, of the color of your cosmetic, of your clothes, of your everything, you know. But you forgot the nature of the mirror. You need the mirror, you love the mirror, you want the mirror, but you forgot the nature of the mirror. The mirror becomes just things for you to see even more and more and more. Do you understand? Why Buddha show in meditation? All the Buddhist deities show are in meditation mode. It's because that is the deepest true nature of our mind. Very importantly, that we must understand the true nature of the mind, the nature. the nature of the mind, the practice of the mind. Become a useful mirror. Don't be obsessed with the capabilities of the mirror. And don't be obsessed with what the mirror should and should not reflect. Then, everything else that you are talking about, whether they're having follow the school rules, did they bring the school textbook, did they eat in the classroom, eat in the bedroom, sleep in the school hall, run naked amok, to do all the crazy things, or did he drink beer, did he smoke a cigarette, did he go do this, do that, everything suddenly becomes not important anymore. As though picking up a durian and all the thorns just fall off. You understand? Or picking up a rambutan and becomes just a round fruit. All the hair just fall off. So practically, we should all understand these few things that I just spoken about. Okay? And learn to smile. Give yourself and others a smile. I know some people like to say, so they like to make sarcastic remark back, thanks for giving me the negative attention, but negative attention is still attention, better than no attention. Some people say that. You get more, I tell you. Correct? Some people just have this kind of mouth to want to... Something becomes like kind of fun to talk like that. Okay? But, to create more fire, what these kind of words carry wind. Word is wind, lung, wind energy. When the person have fire, will the wind fan the flames? Okay, so this is what I mean. Just remember this. So that's why when you see people, when people are sad, don't talk, just be there. When people are angry, don't talk, just be there. Right? I've listened to many people. Some of the girls say they were molested, they were this and they were that. And what can I do? I already said this is a past. But I was there to listen. And I wasn't there to tell them what to do. I was just there to listen. To listen and to say, it's okay. It's already over. Do you understand what I'm saying? No need to tell them, say, you should go and solve the problem, go and see psychiatry, see psychologists, go and see, go do regression, go and do, take medicine, go and, You see? What happened to my students in America? I feel they're so pitiful. They have not enough people in America. So I realize Americans like to do one thing. And then we follow them. What happened is this. I've seen many of them. They come and talk to me. The first thing they tell me, they say, the doctor say, I have this condition. Actually, this person, nothing wrong, Perfectly nothing wrong. But because there are not enough people, maybe they need to make money or whatever, You have to eat this medicine. You have this condition. Then they believe that they are late because the doctor said this. The word, the label is stuck on them. The first thing they talk about is they talk about the condition that they believe that they have. Okay? So, main thing is like this. Problems don't disappear. Situations also don't disappear. They simply, many things, good or bad, just fall apart, Huh? You realize? Many things just fall apart. They don't disappear into thin air. They don't. They just fall apart. Any building that is there for a long time, if you don't do anything about it, it falls apart. Everything falls apart. Cars, everything falls apart. You realize? So, stop thinking that we are here to solve problems. We are not. Okay? People who want to make a fast buck out of you say, come to see me, I help you solve your problem. What is solving problem? What is solving problem? Throwing your problem to somebody else. But can you really throw your problem to somebody else? That person will be taking your money and then giving you hope. You're buying hope. That's buying insurance. You see? Stop thinking about solving the problem. There's no way we can solve problems. Just do our best. Listen to what people say. You know, okay, because you want to engage them. Nobody wants to engage you. But it's over time, you say time will tell. But this one will attract more problem. When you say when time will tell, you have an expectation that the truth will come out. Whose truth? Your truth? Her truth? His truth? Whose truth? Everybody have their version of the truth. And to them, it is their truth. How can there ever be harmony? Stop thinking there will be harmony in the world. When you stop thinking there will be harmony in the world, there will be harmony. When you stop thinking that there's no problems, stop thinking about problems, that there will not be problem. You just accept, you just carry on. Okay? Focus, have faith, and just carry on. Discipline. Discipline practice every day, discipline practice, repetitive, correct, mindful practice is the way to go. You understand what I'm saying? Hello? Sleepy, yeah? Cold? Cold is good. Hot, difficult. Okay? So stop thinking about wanting to have a perfect world. The world is perfect as it is. Because everybody have their own story to tell, have their own karma, and have their own things to say. It is perfect in its own right. Okay? Whether they are straight, gay, lesbian, bi, or whatever whoever, however, wherever, doesn't matter. Okay? Whether you want to say, oh, I think it must be like this, I don't want, I insist, this is my ideology, I must have this, or this, that. Well, if you don't do this, I don't give you, you don't give me that. You know, this how business people or whoever, everything seems to be in a way of butler trading, or everything seems to be in a way of buying and selling or trading, or I don't know what's the correct term. So, just share. Have this notion of sharing. If your presence is there and it makes people happy, rejoice. If what you say has an impact to other people, rejoice. Okay? If your guru throws a radish and a carrot at your head, rejoice. Right? Or if your guru whacks you and kicks you, rejoice. Right? Because somebody else will say, why you whack him, never whack me? Why you throw him, never throw me? Correct? Yeah. So the main thing is everything just be happy. Share. Sharing is the one that will make, some people have so many things, don't want to share, have an experience or knowledge or sharing your love, don't want to share, have many expectations, then have many concepts, they have many ideas, they have many expectation, ideas, concepts, and I don't know, not much terms left. Then lung, mental frustration, doubt. Why you can have guru devotion? You have guru devotion. Of course you can lah. I cannot. Some people say like that. Some people say Tibetan Buddhism have guru devotion like slavery, The Lama will get whatever he want. No matter what you practice, somebody else will have something to say. Only those who truly practice reap the benefit, and then once they know that we say, when your eyes open, okay, like what in the matrix that one says, once you eat the pill of truth, you will never see it in another way ever again. You see? So, you don't want guru devotion? Up to you. I don't force you that I'm your guru. Right? I don't force you. You don't want? Okay. You slowly. Slow until the day you're going to go, you still don't want, doesn't matter. Okay? But don't complain when I take a jet plane and when you are walking. Okay? Yeah. Don't complain. Some people have all the opportunity but waste it because they want to think about this, they are worried about that, they are this, they are that. Why? Okay? Just let it be. Your awakening is here and now. Okay? Your awakening is here and now. Not on the small things, this little bit disgraceful. Small things really shameful. Oh, this person got one more piece of vegetable than me. That person got one egg I don't have. Or maybe he got one chicken drumstick, but he got chicken drumstick, but the other person got turkey drumstick. Okay? Yeah. Or maybe this funny, crazy things that you and I may think ridiculous, but there are actually many people who it's very real, no? Because they are righteous. You're righteous. Dharma practice have big downfall if you are too righteous. Okay? The term holy war. In Buddhism, do we have holy war? Do we have holy war? We don't have holy war. But should we practice holy war? You practice it by facing it yourself. You are your own holy war. Whether you dare to do or not, whether you dare to practice or not, whether you dare to reflect and see yourself or not, you are your own holy war. But that's why we say the Bodhisattva is the warrior path, the path of the warrior. Correct? Right? That's why the Bodhisattvas are usually shown to be wearing armor. So what does that mean? One who dares to see the path, who dares to walk the path, who dares to face him or herself. Itself, by wearing armor and holding weapons, show that we are actually fighting this war on the self-cherishing thoughts. So we have war, but it's to the self-cherishing thought. But it is a war with the weapons that it represents, the weapons of wisdom, weapons of compassion, weapons of skillfulness. Okay? Yeah. So then the other one, so some people, they say, oh, must be like this, must do like this, must do like that, then this is correct, if other way is wrong, and this, then you may be great practitioner, have a lot of money, have a lot of the practice materials, a lot of the puja things, but deep inside, you're funny. Too righteous. Must like this, must speak up, must fight for it, must do, must this, must that. Why must so too many must, too many should be, must be, will be. Who suffer in the end? You suffer. Because you don't want to face yourself. You forgot about the nature of the mirror, but became the mirror that so places the emphasis on the things that it reflects. And forgot about the nature of the mirror is that it reflects. So everything else, when you really practice, everything else becomes unimportant. They are important to use to engage other beings. This is called engaging bodhisattva. To engage other beings, but they are not important for them, him or herself personally. Do you understand? Right? This is something that you should reflect and think about. Rather than just praying and hoping and praying and hoping. There's no use just praying and hoping. No use. Even they say, oh, somebody malign you, then you should recite many mantras and do prayers, and then maybe the situation will stop. That's pretty normal, you know. I don't want to use the word stupid, but it's pretty stupid. It's like stomach ache, but you rub some medicine for the elbow pain. Okay? Yeah. So it's like everybody just want to solve problems. Okay? Stop thinking you can solve problems, and stop thinking that they are problems. They are just situations that everybody else is in. Okay? If not, you always think this fella problem child. You heard this term before? Problem child? Who is the problem child? Who is the problem child? Your perception is the problem child. That's why things can transform, can change. That's very important. Okay? That's why we have to discipline ourselves to meditate. Okay? So, that's it for today. We'll continue tomorrow in Chinese.